Hello, everyone. It's the morning, but you know what? I want to say good morning because guess what I have reached? Welcome to my poem video. This time, number 200. Woohoo! Yes! Finally, I have reached my 200 video, my 200 poem video. This is going to be really good. And today, I have something in store for you guys. So, before I get into showing you what I'm doing on this poem video, this is number 200. I never thought I would make it to 200, but I did but I have as ever. So here we are, number 200 of my poem video. So I got something special in store for you guys today. Before I do, just want to talk about how this all started for a little bit. I don't want to waste no time. So yeah, reminds me how I first started this as I was still writing my poems, as I was still writing poetry. Next thing I know, here I am making my own making my here I am making my own YouTube channel and getting my poems out to the world. If it's anything I've learned from my mom, she would tell me, make your poems feel uplifting and try not to become something that would cause it to be a downright situation, a downright troublesome situation. So, yeah, a downright situation, as I would say. Yeah. So, ever since then, I've kept going with my poems, despite the fact that we were all on lockdown because of COVID-19. But I was able to keep going. Here I am, still with my YouTube channel as I continue on with as I continue on with my poem videos. I may have done other stuff like art and anything to keep this going, but my poems always kept me going and kept everyone going just to have something for them to enjoy and watch if they want to watch something on YouTube. So here we are, my 200th poem video. This is going to be real good. And speaking of a poem, I have a very short one that I wrote the other day. So get ready as I read it to you all. The very short poem I have written is on autism. You know how you see words that always stand for something? So I did something like this for autism. So get ready as I read you this poem called Autism Forever by Denzel. So get ready as I read this to you guys. And I have a feeling you're going to love this one coming from me. So hang tight. Autism Forever by Denzel. A tremendous gift to embrace. Unity comes with a smile on everyone's face. This blessing was never a problem to fear. It had a magnificent part that made things clear. So many people showed love and support for those on the spectrum. Many of us, including myself, are thrilled to be loved, cared, and adored. I say this for a phenomenal reason. You are not alone. Guys, I show you why I put in the front of this. So hold on. It's coming. Hold on, just give me 1 second. Ta-da! I'm gonna hold it like this so y'all can. Oh, sorry. Hold it like this so y'all can see for yourselves. This is how much this is how this means so much to me as I put it all together. I'm gonna hold this up so you guys can see for yourselves. I'm sorry if I'm trying to hold it this way. I'm gonna hold it like this. But yeah, hold it like this. Hold it like this. Yeah. As I get done showing this to you all, I'm gonna talk about how autism has meant so much to everyone in this world, especially to fellows on the spectrum, including myself as ever. There you go, not. Oh, sorry. Talking to myself. ahead, so give you the lapse time to take a look at this before I get ready to move on with what I'm about to say. All right, my friends. There you have it. Yep. Now, allow me to tell you how. Let me tell you how autism awareness means so much to me. Finding about finding out about my diagnosis at the age of 15 and then having it since childhood, I always wonder if there was someone that was different like me. That way I wouldn't feel left out and that way I could blend into where I was. Let me tell you this, living in East Hartford, living in an area like this, living in an area like East Hartford, you always have the rules being enforced so much that the more it got enforced, the more difficult things became in life's direction. So, I was not a fan of how the rules were always being enforced, especially for those that were always different. And for me, I, I was not a fan of East Hartford. I tried everything I could to blend in, but the area did not give a damn about me, and I could sense the people didn't as ever. I've been through so much in my path, my destination, and my journey as ever. And when I found out about my diagnosis at the age of 15, I was very surprised and relieved because I wanted to be. I, I was I was always different. I mean, I always wonder what made me different. I always wonder what made me different. When I found out about my diagnosis at the age of 15 of autism, I was very surprised and relieved because now I could be the character I've always wanted to be as ever, and not like be what everyone is these days. When they believe they've got life by the balls, when they find themselves in difficult situations, they believe they can get out, but always find themselves in a jam as ever. I was thrilled to be my own character. I can create my own direction, go my own destination, my own journey, and my path as ever. I was tired of being like what everyone is these days, just to get somewhere so they won't look like they're embarrassed of not knowing how they can grab life by the balls when they find themselves in situations, knowing that what they've done has landed themselves in hot water. So, I like being my own character. I love being a role model for those in the autism community because I felt like when autism first came along, a lot of people weren't talking about it very much because they thought autism was some hoax of a condition that should have never existed. I never saw it as a hoax. I saw it as something for someone to become their own character, especially in the way of finding their own individuality. So, being your own character, that's the most important thing to always remember in life. There's a reason why we always say be you and just be yourself. You don't have to be like what everyone is these days. Be your own character. You don't need to be like what everyone is. You don't need to be like what everyone is these days because what everyone is these days, that's their way of not knowing how they know life very much. So I like being my own character, especially being a role model for the autism community. As someone once said, I love being an advocate, which is the best part about being something for the autism community. I love being something that just let everyone know that you can understand them as they can understand. They can relate to what you're going through as you can relate to what they're going through as they can relate to what you're going through, what you've been through before. So yeah, so the autism community means so much to me, and I wanted to throw in this very short poem to my binder because I wanted to write something that will always stood for autism as ever. And I've done it before when it came to doing art. Trust me, there was nothing wrong with that. Yeah, art's always good. Art, yeah. But I wanted to throw in something that would understand autism in a sentence way, especially when you mix the sentence and the understanding part and the understanding word of autism. So this was a very good one to write, and here I am right now telling you how autism is not a dangerous illness. It never was from the start. Autism runs in my family, and I have an uncle that had it since he was growing up. No one knew what it was during his time. Then after him, my stepsister. After my stepsister, the next one coming in was me. Like I said, I've had it since childhood, and then found out about my diagnosis at the age of 15. And here we are. Yeah, now you see me becoming a very wonderful advocate for the autism community. I don't want them feeling left out because a lot of people They'll just leave them high and dry, even abandon them, having them feel left out, and having them become non-existent. Always having them to deal with the real world, having them find them at odds against the real world. That's why I always wanted to be there for those in the autism spectrum, especially in the autistic community, so they're not feeling left out, non-existent, or becoming abandoned. Because a lot of individuals always do that to them as ever. And no one wants to feel left out, especially when you find yourself against the wall or even at odds with the real world. And let's be honest, the real world is not very I mean, I'm about to say it's not very, because the real world is not a very quick place to get through. I mean, it's full of dangerous individuals and dangerous situations that can really get out of hand as ever. So it's best to be aware of what goes on in the real world. Yeah, it's no fun. It's no joke. You must be very aware of what goes on, especially in individuals or anything that could try to come for you as ever. So, gotta be careful with that. And I love being the autism community's advocate and role model as ever, which is always the best part, becoming something in your own way, your own character. Like I said before, and everyone has said this all the time, always be you, don't be like everyone else. Be yourself. You don't need to be like everyone else these days. It gets old as ever. And I never saw autism as a dangerous illness, not a dangerous disease that needs to be eradicated or exterminated. Saw it as a blessing that will always make you become your own character as ever, especially when you want to find your own direction. There's a reason I was on Channel News 8 with the lady from Autism Families Connecticut, Miss Leah Moon from Autism Families Connecticut, co-founder of the program. So glad I got to join her on television. It was the best part that ever happened, especially visiting Channel News 8 WTNH in New Haven. I'm so glad I got to go there. It was very phenomenal, amazing, and glorious. So I hope you guys enjoy this 200 home video. Woohoo! 200. I never thought I would reach 200, but it seems I have, and here we are right now in this poem video with me talking to you guys as ever about it, which is really good. 200. Now that's a phenomenal memory to remember. My 200 poem video. So other than that, I hope you guys enjoy this poem video. I will make another one the next time you see me, so always be on the lookout for that. Plus, I may post this on my YouTube channel as a post to let you all know what's coming in the works. So yeah. So I say this right out, my friends. Take care. I hope you enjoy this 200 poem video from me, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, my friends. Take care, loves. I'll see you all next time. As they say in Italian, ciao, my friends.